Hello everyone and welcome back to another deck guide of mine. Today's deck is a Nilfgaard deck that I have for you, focusing on the Terranova card, being this one here. So we know this card was released just recently, and it allows us to spawn and play a copy of any non-disloyal unit you gave spying to during your match, excluding self. It has the assimilate tag also. So it can fit pretty good in assimilate decks, but we will get into the deck now and how exactly to play it. Basically, it has an emphasis on playing spies and assimilate units. So we have the Imprisonment leader ability here. This allows us to lock an enemy unit and damage it by 3. We do have 2 charges of this to use throughout a match. One of the charges that we'll be using for this can come in the form of a combination that we have here, being the operator with the Impera enforcers. So basically how this works is we're going to use operator to spawn one of the enforcers on our side of the field. By doing that, it's going to spawn one on our opponent's side also. To deny them the value of having that card, we can use our leader to lock that unit immediately while retaining our spawned copy. And then having that spawned copy on their side of the field, we can go ahead and use our informants to spawn more copies of this unit. And because the informant has the spying status, every time we continue to spawn another one of these units, they're going to gain charges of damage, because the way this card works is damage an enemy unit by 1, charge 1. Whenever an enemy unit gains spying, gain 1 charge, right? So that's the connection in this deck that we have, playing spying units and the Impera enforcers. That's how it works together. So basically, yeah, in the beginning, you want to play your operator onto the Impera enforcers, and then just go ahead and start copying those units on your opponent's side of the field to get more. And then you can go ahead and use Braathens here. Braathens can go ahead and give you another one of these units again, and you can continue to copy more. So basically, we're going to have a ton of Impera enforcers on our side of the board, gaining charges continuously throughout the round as we play spies. And then, you know, we have our other spies too at the bottom here that can help us gain even more charges. So the Usurper Officer, I have him in this deck also because he can activate more charges for the Enforcer units that I've just described to you guys, because he spawns 2 operatives on our opponent's side of the board. So you spawn those operatives, they have the spying status, and whatever enforcer units we have, they'll gain charges of damage throughout any spying unit we play. We have a number of them that I'm going to go through. So the Usurper Officer is quite nice as well, gives us a number of points. With Terranova, we are looking to give a unit spying, and then whatever unit that we've given spying to during a match, we can spawn and play a copy of it, right? So to help with the spying status, we've got the turncoats in here. I've got both of them in here. So on deploy, given enemy unit spying, order conspiracy, damage an enemy unit by 1. Since we're playing so many spies, this card does work pretty good here. It fits with the Emperor units too, because of their condition. Whenever an enemy unit gains spying, gain 1 charge. These cards give spying. See where I'm going with this? Whenever an enemy unit gains spying, reduce this unit's cooldown by 1. So we've got a lot of good synergies in this deck in terms of spying and damage. But you really want to save this card, you know, just for a good time when you think your opponent's going to play something valuable, an important kind of card, somehow that you can use to your advantage. You know, use the turncoat, just give that unit spying, and then later on with Terranova, you can go ahead and spawn a copy of it. And by doing so, you know, that works with the assimilate style that we have in this deck. Braathens is an assimilate unit, so is Vigo. Divina is an assimilate unit, and we also have Slave Hunter as an assimilate unit, so it kind of fits with the theme of our deck. Joachim, I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with this card. I'd suggest saving this for your final round of the match, you know, just to ensure you don't hit something that you don't want to in our deck, because we have a number of units that we'd like to use at a specific time. For example, Peter. You know, you don't want to be in the first round and you go on ahead and hit Joachim and then you pull Peter out and you have nothing to reset. So kind of save your better draws for the end, keep them in your deck then, and you can use Joachim to draw them out, because we don't necessarily have many cards that give us direct access into this deck. I don't have a Neuromancer in this deck. It's practically a devotion style deck except for the operator being in here. But the cards that we'll be using to give us access into the deck are Joachim and also Roderick. So with this card here, this allows us to spawn and play a base copy of a bronze soldier from your hand and give it 2 armor. We do have the combination, as I said, with operator to give us a number of Impera enforcers, but say that you want to hold on to those 2 copies or even 1 copy, that can allow you to play them throughout the whole match, because say then later on in the match, you can use this card here to generate more enforcers, and also the original copies that we have in our deck can be played together at that time. So we can use them consistently throughout a match that way. So this card doesn't brick too heavy. I have added in some other soldiers, just being the Slave Hunter and the Tortoise. So you could even use the Slave Hunter with the operator in that fashion, as I explained for the Emperor forces. It also works quite good. And yeah, you can just go ahead and lock it with the leader, as I explained, same kind of style. So it really depends what card you're going to get out of these 2, which will determine how you play the style in the first round, or any style for that matter with the operator. But keep in mind, the same strategy we explained with the enforcer with the operator, you can go ahead and use that with the Slave Hunter too. So we also have Yennefer Invocation, just as a bit of a way to deal with some tall units, or maybe even take something good for ourselves that we'd like to use. Coop is quite a nice card to use in this deck. Seeing as though Turncoat gives spying to a unit, just remember we'll be able to activate the conspiracy effect of this card. So basically that means we'll always trigger the death blow ability of it. So practically if we give a unit spying, doesn't matter how tall the unit is, doesn't matter if we kill it or not with Coop, we can spawn and play a copy of it, which is really nice. So I'd suggest using that on targets such as defenders, if you see that in a match, or anything else that's valuable. But other than that, generally the target for Coop will be Joachim, Roderick, to gain more access into our deck. And you know, you can also go ahead and use it on the informant and spawn more copies of the enforcers as well. With Vigo, we have a number of bronze units that he can generate for us. It would be nice to get another enforcer from him, but if not, I mean, go for something else that's practical at the time. Any spy should do, considering how our deck is built here. So to help with the control in this deck, I've got Orcs, 6-point body, locks a unit. Same thing with this unit here. It's a 6-point body, locks a unit. Just got a fair bit of control in this deck just to help us out, shut things down. Peter to deal with very big resets. Sunset Wanderers would be a very good one for Peter to target. Roderick, as I explained, this is just a card to help us gain more access into our deck. Use this as you see fit. Look at 2 random gold cards from your deck, then play one of them. Use Coop on this card also to get more access. Slave Hunter, as I explained, it's an assimilate unit, damage an enemy unit by 2. we have the Purify in here if we need to use it. And yeah, just a number of our other spies down the bottom here. So that is the overview for the deck. We do also have Crystal Skull in here. You'd like to give that to the Enforcer in the beginning, just to make sure it doesn't get locked and we can use it consistently. And so it doesn't get removed because the power's a bit low at full power. And yeah, use our leader ability as you see optimal to do so as well. So yeah, just to give you once again a brief rundown, basically we start off using the operator onto the Enforcer. Then we're going to go ahead, lock the Enforcer on our opponent's side of the field, play the informants onto the Enforcers, keep spawning a number of them. You can even play Braathens, that should win us the first. And then most likely go into a long round 3, and we're just going to play a similar kind of style with this unit here, spawning more. And then you just go ahead and spawn all your other cards, play the spies out, gain more charges. And yeah, it should work pretty good. And I guarantee you will definitely have fun playing this deck. So thank you so much for your support as always. And let me know in the comment section down below what you think.
Hey, listen here. Listen well. Your stench. Ah, this one's got spirit.
Probably a good lock target for us.
Who is to die?
Early pass. Very nice.
Don't you pester me.
Okay. So I managed to shut them down pretty good there in that round. Just want to see if we can get our combinations here.
Flog them into submission.
That might even be amusing.
Crack and eat me ghoulie. Looky here.
think we're passing here. We just don't have the combinations we need. Operator. And this card. So I think we'll just pass. I was hoping to get something better than this when I hit that, but...
We shall do it my way. Oh no!
If we had got an operator, we could have done something here because we had a very good setup for that. See, there's our cards now. Much better. I don't know about Terranova here. We didn't give anything spying. In this match, we'll have to pass it. We didn't get the setup for this one.
Hey, listen here. Listen well.
So go operator into the enforcer. I think that's the right way to start here. He can heal that up. At the same time, we need that there for the informants to spawn more copies. So we'll leave it like that.
Nilfgaard!
Could hold that charge. They discarded Giga Scorpion, which is good for us. More chance that the enforcers can last here. It's an interesting play out of them. Right, he locks. So now we can go ahead and start getting charges by spawning more of those. Should be good.
Easy there, big fella. Easy.
Her grace will not be pleased.
Okay. There we go, guys. Man, complete control. Really good. Getting them to forfeit that early in. Redanian Knight.
Long live, etc., etc.
So we didn't really see this card played much.
This one's got spirit. Not without good reason. They call me stern.
So we're using operator onto the enforcer. That's how we're playing it here. Go like this. Give that a lock. Do we care about this? Boosting. Better kill this off, I think. Okay. And then we're saving the other one for later with this combo. 12 points. Let's go ahead and spawn another copy.
Her grace will not.
Gain some more charges that way. Do we offload the charges here? Maybe. Why not? And you know, we have invocation for that, so they're gonna go down fairly hard. Yeah, that works for us. Nice, very nice. Yeah, let's hopefully get a good draw and we just go for the finish. If not, we'll just look for a good time to pass. Okay. So we're going first.
Kill the dog fiddlers! History shall remember the art of being. Nilfgaard! Mind your words.
Bender.
And who you address, and how you address them.
It is a good target for Terranova. We can pick it after that. We can pick it, lock whatever he's setting up. I think it's good to set up Terranova.
You're gonna get it now.
We'll see what they're setting up. Okay, right.
Spells are a serious matter to be undertaken proudly with grace.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful control. So I've been seeing some ones that run Madoc. Not sure what this person's gonna run.
Don't dare think you can escape.
He's playing scenario straight off the bat. Wow. We don't even have the best hand really here for how we want to play. Pretty hard hand to play, really. Copy the elf. At the end of your turn, boost off one if you control only elf units. So we got a number of other units other than elf, so we wouldn't get any value out of that. That's why I didn't go for that. I really didn't even want to do this, to be honest with you, but we have to play something. So
Stop gargling like that.
okay. So putting a spy over there will shut the condition down for this. I just want to save my cards here.
My duty? To stick my nose where it doesn't belong. Thea Darien and Dol Blethan.
If you get the seer, you get a second amnesty. Wow, that's sick. I didn't know that. I gotta try that. I'm gonna try that with my enslaved deck though. That'd be a good one to try it with. Gabby's stream, nice, nice. Very good.
Splendid crops this year, and ever they shall be. Leave it to me.
Everyone has their secrets. Everyone.
You must banish her. I see no other path, sire.
Lady of the Lake meta confirmed. It's a pretty cool looking card, that one, isn't it?
Sky.
Really nice card art. We will definitely pass here. It's just not our game, this one so far. Shame we had to spend that. But we can still do our operator combo. Yeah, it's cool. They want a short round 3. We'll see what they want to do. They're doing the waylay stuff.
As you command, Daisy.
What is truth, if not an illusion?
That will do.
Wonder if we care about locking this here. Maybe just in case.
I could drown you in a single drop.
Right. So in this case, we'll lock that off. Could kill it too, because they could have some purifier stuff. Same goes for this.
Time for you to die, Dwan.
Yeah, there's that, crap. We don't want to see that. He better pop off with Simlas, man. And we can't really stop that right now, I don't think.
Nilfgaard!
Alzo.
You get a thunderbolt! You get a thunderbolt!
Whenever you play a special. Orbs.
My loyalty is to Imperial coin, not to the face depicted thereon.
Yeah, we'll go like this.
Her grace will not be pleased.
Oh my gosh, get ready for it. Wow.
Act your age. At 2 centuries, you behave like you were barely waxed.
Oh, that's interesting. Double thunder. Yeah, no waylay.
I despise Dimeritium.
Oops, Simless. Play all copies of a bronze special card from your deck. I'm not really running specials in my deck though, that's the thing. Yeah, they got some good value out of that owls are far out. I was worried about this more. I was expecting that crazy waylay play, you know? Yeah, Jojo. And now he's got the order on that too. Great.
Splendid crops this year, and ever they shall be. Leave it to me.
Pointy point.
Gotcha, puppy.
Let's you and me have some fun.
The soil is fertile with man, and dead to one.
If rinse gives you value, we can have a look. I think the play is, well, Feign Death, Madoc. Yeah, I think we got rinse again.
When I finish with them, there'll be nothing left to bury.
What's he gonna have last though? That's my question. We do have Yennefer still, don't we? Okay. What do you guys reckon? Toss Peter? Yeah. He's got Gord last. Chuck Peter. That was my thought too. I guess it feels like a mad waste if I'm just dumping this here, hey? But hey, can you believe it? We actually got out of that. I got no idea how we pulled that off. Yeah, no last say. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we got yen. Maybe we keep it. Look at 2 gold cards, gives us a lock. I think that's about as good as it's gonna get for us, guys. 100% raw unfiltered. So Start like this. Yeah, usurper.
The earth will
Okay, we can go for the lock on that.
the blood of elves.
Push on! No mercy!
Sometimes I've had enough.
Next will be Joachim, and then we just finish up whatever we can see.
Shall flog them into submission.
Turncoat.
You're gonna get it now!
So they got gored last, yeah. Oh, yes. Hell yeah. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, that's a good win. Damn, that's a really good win there, I reckon.